How's it going? Welcome to Boss Run. I'm your host, Billy Housh, and we're going to get into some video game talking. Where we last left off, I was debating whether or not I want to take Valve on their offer for a pre-order of the Steam Controller. So all you guys know, we're on the cusp of Valve, the platform that Valve is a developer. The Steam is their platform that they created. And now they're making, well, this is their second controller and a Steam machine, an actual system, PC, console kind of thing, is on the cusp of coming out. And that is relevant because I'm glad that I did pre-order the Steam controller, because in the news this week was that Valve has released a statement saying there's no more Steam controllers as of the moment, and that pre-orders will open up again in the fall, in September, and then the likelihood of the controllers actually arriving in the hands of people that pre-order in the fall would be early next year. So the assumption to that is that they've completely sold out of their stock, and they're probably holding some stock as a pack-in with their Steam machine. But yeah, it came early. So for the people looking on the video version of it, you can see this is the Steam controller. I have spent a little bit of time, but not that much time with the controller. However, I think I already have a conclusion for you guys. So some of you might know me as a controller sicko. I do have quite a bit of, I would say, a pro controller sicko. I do have quite a bit of controllers. A lot of like the pro console controller fascination was with back buttons at first, when PlayStation 4, what was that thing called? That was called the DS for the DualShock 4 had, right at the end of the life cycle of the console, they released a back button attachment, which was awesome. It was just like almost like a rumble pack for an N64 popped in the back, and you had little back paddles. It was great. I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2019 with that thing. And then I was pissed when the launch of PlayStation 5, then in 2020, I was hoping I could just use that controller as my COD controller. But PS5 games require PS5 controllers, and you can't use your PS4 controller on PS5 games or whatever. So I bought like a upcycled SCUF, basically a SCUF controller. I forget what they're called. They had a dumb name, like Reflex Pro or something like that. Acid Reflex. And it was great. I still have it. It's awesome. I like back buttons, especially 4 of them. On the PC, I ended up getting a Xbox Series Elite 2 one with back buttons, and that feels good. The Xbox like asymmetrical buttons, sticks, feel good on those things, but the controller itself, the build quality of it was ass. It kept breaking. I kept having to open it and like fix stuff and like spray, lube it up and blow dust and all this kind of stuff to get it working, that I got fed up with it. And I bought a Chinese pro controllers that I've talked about, the Flydigi controllers, the Vader line. And I love the Vader 5 Pro. And I was going to see if this Steam controller would change my feelings on the Vader 5 Pro. What I would say is that this is an excellent all-purpose controller for PC games, like multi-platform PC games. And I would then still say that my Vader, this is a Vader 5 Pro. There's a Vader 5 Pro version 2 out now that has a bit of like good revisions with this already, like not even like half a year that this thing has been out. They made a revision of it, which I'm interested in, but I'm still okay with this controller, and I'm probably still just use it until the next Vader 6 comes out, or I wish I basically have not a prescription, a subscription to these controllers. Yeah, it's a great controller because it's the Xbox feeling of it, or like layout of it with the asymmetrical sticks. But also, like the Xbox Series Elite, you can tighten the tension of it. That's the big thing for me. For me, is the stick tension. I like tight tension on these suckers. And it's got really nice like back buttons. But apparently the version 2 has even better back buttons than this, and a better ratcheting system. So the two things that I like about this controller, apparently there's a version 2 of this thing came out already that's even better. And these controllers are not expensive, okay? It's a pro controller. I mean, it only works on your PlayStation. I think there's an Xbox version of it. I mean, not your PlayStation, on your PC. It only works on the PC, but it's like the same price of a stock first-party controller. So a non-pro DualSense or a regular like Xbox Series controller, which is great. That's why it makes it affordable enough that, sure, every revision, if you really want to, it's the price of a game. You could buy a new revision if you feel like jumping to it. This is the Steam controller. As you can see, it looks freaking weird. It looks weird. Like, it reminds me of and this is a good thing, it reminds me of like the Dreamcast controller. The shape of it. It looks like it's like the looks of a Atari Jaguar controller with some of the ergonomics of a Dreamcast controller. That's what I think it is. But the touchpads are pretty sweet. I mean, it feels like a better version of the controller on the Steam Deck, kind of smushed together, but it feels better. The back buttons are placed very nice. And I put it through its paces. Like the big test for me is playing Call of Duty, because I have quite a bit of hours in Call of Duty on both like PlayStation 4 controllers, PlayStation 5 controllers, and Xbox-esque controllers. So, and that's like a very much like you're gripping it hard and like it's a heavy duty, whatever, like sweaty ass game, right? That's the nitty gritty sweaty ass game. There's a bit of a bias because you get muscle memory, but I mentioned, I played a lot on a DualSense, on a PlayStation 4, DualShock 4, and Xbox controllers. So I don't think I have as much of a muscle memory bias as some others would. Mazel tov. So I played on it. It's a nice controller. You can play Call of Duty. You can play Call of Duty well on the controller. Sure, it was taking me to like, I had to get used to the D-pad to like do all the score streaks and stuff. It was weird that it was up here. Because I feel that it is an even different shape from, despite it being symmetrical analog sticks, similar to like a PlayStation controller, it still just feels quite different of like the layout where the D-pad is and everything like that. The triggers kind of do feel weird too. It does kind of give me like a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro kind of feeling to it. One thing I want to say is that compared to the online, when you see like pictures of this, and even when I'm looking at the monitor, like when you see pictures of this and video of this, it looks cheap. It looks cheaper than what you would expect like a pro controller is. But then when you pick it up and you feel it, like the heft of it and like the plastic is, even though it's smooth, it's not that bad. It feels like very much quality made and pretty solid. Also, like there's like it doesn't come with like a dock similar to my Vader 5 Pro, but it comes with this like little magnetic puck. It's almost like a giant MagSafe charger for your, like similar to for like MacBooks or whatever. It's similar to that. Like it's, as soon as you put the controller like close to the puck, it just like pulls it in and snaps into place. You don't have to really align it. So it is kind of convenient, like a dock, with it not really being a vertical dock. You just like lay it flat wherever the puck is. And it just works out of the box. You just plug it in your computer and then it just recognizes it, asks you to update the firmware of the puck and the controller, which takes like a second and then just works naturally. Awesome. Just works perfectly. So like I was saying, I still prefer this controller, this style of controller with like grippy feeling in the back and like these asymmetrical tension tight sticks for sweaty twitch games like Call of Duty and Forza Horizon 6. I just go back to this controller and it just feels good. I'm playing better and I'm just enjoying it more. However, for other games, like when I play like games that are a bit more like relaxed, games that aren't really designed first for a controller. So I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So this kind of ties into what I've been playing now. I decided I don't want to buy more games unless they're small indie ones. I don't want to buy more games this summer because pretty much like fall until like the spring, there's going to be like back-to-back heavy hitter games that I want to be playing. So there's no point of just like spending my money on like expensive filler that I don't need because I have like an awesome backlog. So I cracked the seal on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is awesome. I love the first one and this one's better than the first one. I've already clocked 16 hours in it since I started like mid last week, which is, for me, that's quite a bit for like a single player narrative game. And yeah, because I've been playing it on the Steam Deck, it's just natural playing it on this. Feels great using this controller. And I think it's almost like for my PC, it's like getting two pairs of running shoes, or like two like snow tires in like all seasons. I'm not wearing out one real quick because I have two to alternate for, and they're two like top tier controllers. Like this, I will still always use this Vader for now, like the Vader line for playing like sweaty FPS games, stuff that you need to be able to shorten the trigger. That's something you can't do on this controller, and have all those like clicky buttons, all the shout like good latency, fast, like crazy movement. Forza as well. Like I guess Forza is an Xbox game. It just feels better playing with an Xbox controller. But everything else on my Steam, I'd rather just play it with this wonderful thing, the Steam Deck, my Dreamcast Jaguar baby controller. So like, that's what I would say. I would say like, if you play a lot of like a first person shooter game, like you play just a lot of first person shooter game, then that is still preference. And I think like other pro controllers would be better for that case scenario. Plus like, the pricing would be better than this. Like this was like $50 cheaper than the Steam Deck. So like that's a big factor in it as well. But I mean, if you play a lot of Steam games, like all your games on your PC are on Steam, there's games that like you would want to play, like games that would be traditionally mouse and keyboard, but you want to play it on like a controller, or like you have your computer hooked to your couch or something like that. This is number one too. I would say if you just play Steam games and you just want one controller to be good enough to play everything and do everything, this would be like the number one, like do everything pro controller for Steam. Absolutely. So it's really cool. I'm glad that I bought it, especially since it's going to be more scarce. I don't think I would do any modifications to it until I've had it at least for a year. And that there's like just more stock out there, right? So I could just like, if I modify this, or if I break it trying to modify it, I could buy another one. I could replace it. And probably by that time, by that point, third party like parts makers, like aftermarket parts makers, like Extreme Rate and whatever, would probably have like different stuff like clicky kits and all this kind of stuff to mess around with it. The only thing I'll have to do with this controller in the immediate sense, and it's not really a mod, but you could still call it a mod, is On my Steam Deck, I put the Skull and Co. little grip tips or whatever that they pop on them. Kind of like there's that company Control Freaks. I think it's a Canadian company that makes those little toppers that you put on them, like little grips. I miss those. I kind of don't like the smooth, like it's a touch. It's like a little touch thing on the top of the thing, but it's like very smooth and shiny. It's not grippy enough for me, and maybe that's the reason why I don't like playing COD on it. I'm gonna order one of those in this upcoming Prime Day to pop on this thing. That's the only thing that's missing on this controller that I would add to it. Besides that, it's pretty much perfect. It's fine. It's good. It's good. I give it a thumbs up. Still not going to replace my Sweat King Vader 5 Pro. God bless. Can I hang on to the Vader 6 Pro? We'll see. Will this controller die and I have to replace it with a V2? I wish they sent me like a coupon or something like that. That would be sweet. But I'm sure they don't care because there's going to be another one next year. But yeah, I pretty much mentioned the two games that I've been playing. I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I played it a bit on the PC here, and then I played a little bit on the Steam Deck, and it's been an absolute joy. Those like that, you're sucked into a world that is insanely big, so much stuff to do. I'm guessing it's the same type of joy that people who play like Skyrim and stuff like that, those Elder Scrolls kinds of games, because it's an immersive sim. I just don't like fantasy, and I like that this one's like historically accurate. Kind of like how I like Age of Empires, where they're like somewhat like the real countries and stuff like that. That's why, yeah, I do like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The writing's really good. It's funny, and it's a really good immersive sim. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. And I'm also getting into more and more into Forza. It's almost become like Forza has kind of taken the place of like Call of Duty for me, because I used to like play a couple like, oh, I'll just pop in and play like 30 minutes of Call of Duty every day or something like that. That's been replaced with Forza Horizon 6. It's like I'll do like 2 or 3 events in Forza Horizon 6, get some progress, try some new cars, and I'm good after 30 minutes. They gave me like awesome amount of entertainment per day, and I feel so much like progression and stuff happening. And it's just, the racing is fun. It just looks great. It plays great. I like Forza Horizon 6 still, like all the praise and the high score it got, it definitely lived up to that. The other thing that I started playing just today, since the last show, what was it? There was I think it was it the PlayStation show? I think maybe it was the State of Play, where they showed a bit of that new Ace Combat 8 game coming out, something of Thief, something, it had a weird name. I started getting curious of the Ace Combat, and I started watching a lot of like retrospective videos and stuff like that. I never was really into Ace Combat or those jet fighter games. And from the aesthetics of the look of it, it looks like a simulator, but I heard it's not really a simulator. It's more of an arcadey game. It just has the furnishings of a simulator kind of game to give it that Hollywood Top Gun look to it. So I really wanted to try. I want to try playing Ace Combat, see if I like it. That if I would be interested in Ace Combat 8. I didn't want to play Ace Combat 7 because I did not want to pay, like, it's still like full price, and it's a couple of years old. So I didn't want to like play that. And I was like, why not try some of the older games and just play them emulated on my Steam Deck, which is what I did. It took me a while to decide which game do I want to play. And I heard, like, after watching a bunch of like tier listings and like reading about all the different Ace Combat games in the series, because it was like, more than 8 of them, 8 mainline ones, I guess they call them. But the consensus was that the best ones besides what people like 7 is Ace Combat 3, which came out late in the life of the PlayStation 1. That one is, though, kind of like weird. It's a unicorn one because it's set far in the future. It's like a cyberpunk kind of game with like anime storytelling and all this kind of stuff to it. So it's very different, and like the controls are kind of different. But that one, the Japanese version of that, which was fan subbed, is highly regarded as like one of the best Ace Combat games. Then after that, on the PlayStation 2, a lot of people say that it's called Ace Combat 0. So on PlayStation 2, apparently there were 3 Ace Combat games, and they call it the PlayStation 2 trilogy of it. Ace Combat 4, Ace Combat 5, they all have like subnames to it, and then Ace Combat 0. Ace Combat 0 is supposed to be really good. I was thinking of playing Ace Combat 0, but then I saw that if you pre-order Ace Combat 8, you get the remake of Ace Combat 0. So like a remake of it, an upscaled version of it that runs on like whatever platform that you pre-order on it. So I'm like, you know what? If I like the Ace Combat games, maybe then I would pre-order 8 and then just play 0 in a good copy of it, like a high quality copy of it, instead of playing the emulation one. So then my logic went to, I should probably play Ace Combat 4, the first one of the PlayStation 2 generation of that trilogy. And that would give me a taste of, and I heard that Ace Combat 4 was when they kind of got the formula for the controls done with these modern controller, with like the modern controller setup, right? Like a DualShock double stick setup. The only thing I heard that's different with this one, and I started playing it today. I went through all the training and I played the first mission, which was okay. It wasn't too hard. It was enjoyable. Like the dog fights and like locking on and stuff. It was pretty fun. And getting used to inverted, right? So like, in this game, it makes sense to play inverted because it's like a flight game. So it's like moving the yoke of a jet, as if I would know. So I've been playing some of that. I'll probably just try to play through Ace Combat 4 and see if it gets me hyped to play Ace Combat 8. We'll see how that goes, even though I think there's another game that comes out in September and it's like ridiculous. There's too many games coming out. It's just insane. It's great. Speaking of which, the big news last week was that Rockstar has released the cover art, the official cover art for GTA 6, and they have confirmed that pre-orders for both physical and digital copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 are live this upcoming Thursday, which is exciting. It is really happening. That means the release date has been locked in. They are probably sending it off to the printers and making copies of this game. And when they made that announcement and they showed the cover art, I was so set on getting this game digitally. Now I think I'm going to go back to just getting it physically for my PS5, which is fine. There's going to be tons of games to play, even if it comes late, like a day or two, whatever. I don't have to play it right at midnight, right? I kind of want to get the physical copy instead of the digital copy because I'll be playing it first, obviously, on my PlayStation 5. But probably down the road, if I'm still interested in the game, I'll probably buy a Steam version for the PC, like in a year or two, whenever it comes out on the PC. So that would make more sense, right? Just get the physical copy, get the nice box and relive the nostalgia. Have the plastic and put it on your shelf. Like you worked at your video store when you worked at Takis, and you feel like now playing in a theater right in front of you is PlayStation 5's Grand Theft Auto 6. So that's exciting. those are exciting. I'm really excited for this fall and this ho 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 season because there's going to be lots of awesome games to play. I wonder if any small indie titles, and I was kind of like complaining about this too. I was like, man, I wish all these like little games would just come out during the summer when people have a drought. Because I wonder how long it'll take me to finish Kingdom Come Deliverance. I took a look at the first game. I did just like some of the DLC. I didn't just do a completionist thing. I think this one I'm actually going through the open world a little bit more. I don't think I'll play 100 hours of this game, but I can see myself playing like 60, 70, 80 hours of it, which is decent with Forza, like those two games. I'm sure they'll keep me going through. I've been taking a break from Lost Odyssey. I am still like hitting my head. I'm still in this like the first dungeon of disc 6, but like the second half of it that I need to finish this one part and then there'll be a boss fight and then I can like move on. I think then I'm back to the open world. I really need to like push myself to like touch back on that game because I took a break from it because it's just like whenever a game gets that frustrating, you need to like step back for a bit. But yeah, I mean, I still have plenty to play, right? Kingdom Come, Forza 6, and then Ace Combat 4. I heard the Ace Combat games are pretty short. They're like 10-hour games. So probably once I'm done with Ace Combat 4, I should probably touch back on Xbox 360 and play some of that good ass, what's it called? Lost Odyssey. I was going to say like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is also great. But yeah, not that much going on, hence it being the summer. I think like the next big event is the Gamescom that's in Cologne, Germany. Let me see what date that is. That's like, yeah, that's end of August. So really probably not much is going to be happening until the end of August when the marketing engine starts shooting back up, getting ready for the fall season. However, Nintendo, there still needs to be some Nintendo Directs, right? Nintendo still needs to do a Direct for Dusk Bloods, the From Software exclusive. And Nintendo also needs to do another Direct for the Ocarina of Time remake of Zelda, because those are two games that they said are going to come out by the end of this year. I wonder if Dusk Bloods is going to be delayed. I don't see them delaying Ocarina of Time. I'm pretty sure that's probably ready, and that's probably going to be the holiday game. That's probably going to be the Christmas game. So there's still lots of excitement left of announcements, even for the rest of this year, even though the rest of this year is absolutely insane in video gaming. Another thing I want to say is I want to mention a lot of people have been playing this new like portable emulation kind of system, even though you can play some like Steam games on it. I think it's called the Iron Thor, like Iron Rand, Iron Thor. And it looks like a souped up Nintendo DS. That's what I would describe it as. Something, it's got dual screens and it can just like emulate everything and anything. I think now that I'm like emulating PlayStation 2 games on my Steam Deck, and I even dialed it in so that I can change the screen, like it's playing games at 16:9, and I up-res them. So it's an 800p screen. I up-res it to 1080p, so it kind of does like a slight super sampling. So it fixes all the jaggies, all the aliasing. It looks awesome, and it plays awesome, and it makes me realize that, wow, on the Steam Deck, there's like so many like really good PlayStation 2 games, like hundreds of them, that I could easily fit on my Steam Deck and play with great graphics and insane battery life for hours and on end. Imagine if I had something even more portable and practical to put in my pocket that just plays like a massive library of like PlayStation 2 games. I see the appeal. In that one, I guess the appeal is that I've seen like people able to like fully emulate Switch 1 games on it. Like all the Nintendo games, once again, like you've got like OG like 3DS games or whatever and DS games. But then again, I do own a new 3DS XL, and I should dig it up and charge it up and make sure it's good, because that's like one of like the 3DS was an awesome system, especially all the revisions of it. Just like that. That's what led to the Switch, but the Switch does not hit like the 3DS does. It's not like a total, like a dedicated, practical, portable Game Boy. It's not that portable system that you can just like. I don't feel comfortable quickly whipping out a Steam Deck on like the GO train to Toronto. Not that it's like heat score. It's just like it's a little too big. It's a type of like, it's the computer that I play games on in bed or on the couch or something like that. Like a Switch. Like even the Switch, I don't feel like that's like portable enough to like quickly whip out on like a train ride or something like that. It's more of those are a little bit more of a commitment, opposed to these other systems. So I understand the value between the form factors, and I understand the value of just still playing like old emulated console games, because they're great. A lot of them are great. Anyways, folks, I'm going to leave it short and sweet. I've been enjoying not playing, but watching the World Cup. So that's another thing that's been taking up some of that entertainment time, which is good to fill in during this summer lull. There are TV shows and movies that I need to catch up on as well to break that stuff up. But hopefully we'll keep gaming, and some of those indie classics will come out and surprise us this summer. But you all take care. I'll see you guys next week, and happy gaming.